AFTV, welcome along to another live stream, and we are here with the guys. Got Lee in the building, Claude is here, in the front there's Ty, Ty Mope, and and then we got, I shouldn't have started him off, and then we got DT there as well, Kalechi's in the building as well, Troops is in the building. We're all looking forward to the game tonight, you know, and sitting there at the moment waiting for the team to come out. And by the way, if you want to select your own team, go to aftv.mobi. You can get it on your phone, aftv.mobi. It's got a brilliant team selector on it, and you can select what your team should be. But in about 12 minutes time, we'll be able to find out what the team actually is going to be. Just want to get your thoughts, guys, ahead of that team coming out, of what you lot reckon. I mean, Lee, what sort of team do you reckon he's going to go with tonight? Of course, lots of issues of injuries.
Yeah.
Martinelli's out now.
Oh, lovely. I've been looking forward for 3 months for him to come back. And now he ain't coming back. So I'm hoping that Xhaka, you know, believe it or not, I'm hoping that Xhaka plays tonight, because I think our midfield's been mismatched since he's not been there.
Yeah.
So I'm desperate for a new right back to come in tonight.
Yeah. You wouldn't play Bellerin?
I wouldn't play Bellerin tonight, no. I would. I think like 2 games in how many days has been a little bit too much for him. He can save the tree plantation for another week, and I would play Maitland-Niles in there, somebody like that, give him a chance. Cedric, I don't think's fit, is he? So, but like, you know, I'd like to see him at some stage. But so that's how I feel it will, and I think that the interesting one will be what they're going to do up top. And is our friend Mesut going to be in the side? That's a big question.
Well, DT,
as well.
you were giving a shout earlier. You did a starting 11, and you had Mesut Ozil in your starting 11, didn't you?
Yep. We're lacking creativity, so why not give him a go?
It's away from home though.
It's not really away from home when there's no one there. So it doesn't really matter, does it? I just want us to go out there and play on the front foot. I want us to play to our strength, which is attack. Forget the defence.
Yeah, you put a very attacking lineup out in your starting 11.
Yeah.
Very attacking.
Attack.
So
attack. If they score 2 or 3, let's score 4. It's exactly how I referred it to when Liverpool first started under Jurgen Klopp and what they were like under Brendan Rodgers. Their defence was dreadful, but they just went and scored loads of goals. And then eventually they did sort out their defence. But their best form of defence was attack. Do the same. Because what's happening is you're trying to concentrate so much on defending that now it's taking away the attacking threat. And it's kind of in the middle. It's just go and attack. What are we going to lose? What we got to lose?
Sorry to keep you up, mate.
Sorry to keep you up, mate.
Been fast asleep already, you know what I mean?
Sorry to keep you awake over there, mate. Jesus.
That sums up the mood right now. You know what I mean? You're proper excited before the game, aren't you?
Oh yeah, fantastic, yeah.
What do you do? What do you think then? Attack.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Attack,
go for it.
attack,
Yeah, but
attack.
yeah, I actually think I don't know about Ozil, because apparently he's not getting on with he's not in the right frame of mind, is he, at the moment to play apparently. So
when's he going to be? What do you mean?
So I'm not sure whether that would be a good idea, but no, I'd go with. What's that? What about old Cedric? Is he fit?
Cedric, you said to me he ain't fit, yeah.
No, he's just had because he.
Is he going to be fit before the end of the season?
Look, he's been fit since February, and then a freak accident in training, and he breaks his nose, and he's had to have an operation to sort out the nasal. And that's it. It's not far away. It's probably a week or so.
Do you know what?
It's been a week since January.
How is it we can injure our own players in training, but we can't injure the opposition players? What's going on here, mate? It's ridiculous, mate.
Same with Martinelli, wasn't it? There was another player that injured him.
Yeah,
probably David Luiz.
Time?
No.
Team selection?
Well,
are you confident we can get a win tonight?
Absolutely. I think I agree with you too. Just go attacking. We just have to go for it.
We've got so many attacking players.
We mustn't be afraid to not go for it.
Do you know what I mean? Why not go for it? Because if we win the game, you know, by the odd goal, say we concede 2-3 goals, but we still win the game, you're going to moan.
By the way, somebody, TD Shifts, that says, I love you, DT. He's from Australia.
Love you too.
Right, that's about the only time I've ever heard anyone say that. I had to mention it, I mean. Tamals777 says, how would you guys feel if we played Willock in the Fabinho role in a 4-3-3? What about you, Lee? Fabinho.
Yeah,
Willock ain't no Fabinho.
you know, with Willock, what is his best position? That's the only thing that I feel a little bit sorry for him. He seems to be playing one position and another. Get him a settled position, that would be nice to see. But I don't know. I think like I would like to actually see like Willock and Xhaka in that front two, and maybe like Saka as the three. That's what I would like to see tonight. Bit of youth, bit of experience. But I want to see like the likes of Willock and Saka be given the chances over the so-called, you know, particularly over Ceballos, who's not going to be here next season anyway. So I will go along with that.
Okay, Richard says Arsenal should get Joe Hart on loan to replace Leno until he's fit.
Don't need him now. Don't need him now, do we?
Don't need him. No.
I don't agree.
It's only going to be out for 6 weeks, isn't it?
Listen, Martinez.
4 to 6 weeks.
Martinez has been at the club a very long time.
Yes.
As an understudy as well. He's never moaned. He's never
That's right.
done anything. He's just sat there patiently waiting for his chance.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will say about Martinez is that this season, when he's been playing in the Europa and stuff like that, he's performed well. Do you remember when we went out to Germany against Eintracht Frankfurt? How good he was out there?
Yeah,
He
he's
deserves
filled
a
in all right.
chance.
Yeah,
He
he's done
deserves
all
his
right.
chance. So why are we going to go out there and get a goalkeeper that can't even get in Burnley's team?
Exactly.
Behave yourself. Stick to, you know, shampoo commercials and be done.
What do you
Finish.
make of giving that Willian a 250 grand a week contract?
Who?
Are we going mad here or something?
It's
These
just
are rumours, they're rumours.
That's rumours, that's all it is.
I don't think Arsenal are going to bring him. Well, mind you, I don't know. I'm not going to stick my neck out to say they won't bring him. You know what I mean? But that would be ridiculous if they did. Gallup says, where is Troops? Troops went gone to the shops. All right. So Amari's saying, what about Zach Medley? It's quite Claude, you were calling for Zach Medley in the last game.
He's
Well,
not
he
ready.
couldn't have done any worse than the other days.
Exactly,
He's not ready.
just not yet.
He ain't ready, man. He ain't ready.
He might play in the FA Cup.
Richard says, swap David Luiz for Eric Bailly.
Eric who?
Eric Bailly.
Oh, why?
I'm sure they're going to do that swap, aren't
No, not that Eric Bailly has been put
Only
on
we
the
do
roster.
stupid swaps.
Well, I'm disappointed by that though, that David Luiz has got another year's contract. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I
by
mean, let me ask you guys that. I mean, Lee, you just said it. You're disappointed he's got another year.
I'm disappointed because it just sets out the wrong message to everybody. Mistake after mistake and getting rewarded for it. And I think that, you know, there is a time when Arsenal have got to start becoming ruthless.
By the
That
way-
was the opportunity and they didn't do it.
You heard Sven Mislin tap
Decision
today.
made by Arteta, by the way. Decision made by Arteta.
Yeah, on one side it's a good thing that he's been given
No,
back
you
for it,
can't.
but I'd rather him be back for something else in the transfer window. It'd be very interesting if he gets what he wants in the summer, if that is true. But
another year, him getting another year suggests that they may not get a centre half.
yeah, that's the panic, that's the worry.
You know, and you just think to yourself, well, surely we should be going after a. I mean, Ty, and by the way, Ty, Sean Turner said, Ty, you're going to blame Mopay when we lose today. But no, don't even answer that. Don't even answer that.
Who are you going to blame when we win? That's what
What would I ask you is this, right? What do you think? David Luiz getting another year?
Well, listen.
Here he goes.
Let me hear what can I speak, please?
Why
Can
bother
I-
asking?
Can I speak,
Why
please?
bother asking?
Hold on.
Sit on your chair properly.
Mr.
Look,
Doom-
sit on your chair
Mr.
properly.
Doom-
Why
No,
bother
Oh, here we
asking
go.
a question
Mr.
like
Doom-
that?
Doom-
It's not worth it.
No,
It's
did I
not
interrupt
worth
you?
asking. Not
Mr.
worth
Doom-
asking.
Did
Hey.
I interrupt you?
Hey,
Sorry, so before I was rudely interrupted,
Hi, Bob.
Answer the question, dude. Answer.
Mr. Doom and Gloom, what I was going to say, if I can say, is that decision was obviously made before the Man City game, wasn't it? So Mikel's probably looking at who he wants.
Yeah, but you can reverse the decision if it was made. If it was made before the Man City game, there's nothing wrong with reversing the decision and saying, well,
can
actually,
reverse it, but-
we thought about it, and you know, because come on,
But obviously, he's in his
David Luiz another year's deal. And remember, when we're talking about these deals, right? We're not saying that. I bet you any money, and they're not saying to him, all right, we'll keep you for another year, but you get 30 grand a week. He's probably going to be getting the same money that he's been getting. Like, Why are we keeping him for another year? I don't get it.
Friendly agents.
Well, Kelechi there saying friendly agents,
Yeah.
and Kelechi suggested that the other day that
Yeah, friendly agents.
we're too close to certain agents now at the club.
Exactly.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
running the club. I think personally, Francis Siago, what his name, he should be given more hands to run.
Mission Tax said that today, didn't he?
Because
Yeah, but one of them that's involved, the what's his name? Is it Luis's agent? Listen, I don't mind him
That's
being
Kia.
involved if he lets
Kia Traction.
Coutinho come. I won't mind.
I mean, we've been calling for Coutinho and all these players. I think I'm now tired of established talent, personally. I think it's time to go to the championship, time to go to other clubs.
But don't worry,
No.
the way we're
I'm
carrying
looking at-
on, we'll be
I'm looking at
playing in the
Madison.
bloody championship.
I'm looking at Madison. I'm looking at Madison
Yeah,
against
they
Madison.
might
I'm looking
bloody go
at
into it.
the Aston Villa captain. They all came from the championship, and they are balling. They'll get into the Arsenal team and sit down very well. So all these established talent that we're going for that come in and they don't perform. Why am I going for them? Let me go for people that will perform, that know the game, the English game. But going back to your question about Luis, I think that why he was signed on for another year was because we are short at the back.
Yeah, but we're short at the back. Go and buy someone.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you need
Or
to
loan
cover,
someone or
but
something.
then you need to cover for the next 10 games. Who do you bring?
Yeah, no, until the end of the season.
No, but he won't sign to the end of the season. So what do you do?
See you later.
So who do you play?
There's Holdings there. There's Socrates. There's Medley. Play them.
So
See you later.
So coaches, we don't know his fitness.
You don't want to sign till the end of the season. Goodbye.
We don't know his fitness. Holding hasn't been back in form since his long injury.
I'd play anyone there. I would have. There's 10 games left. We ain't gonna go down, are we? Right? Toby Aldridge says, which 3 teams do you think will go down? And he's a West Ham fan.
Norwich.
West Ham are in danger.
Norwich,
Bournemouth,
West
Villa.
Ham, and
Bournemouth, I think, have dropped this season.
Bournemouth, Villa, Bournemouth, Villa, Norwich.
Brighton and Brighton.
I think
Brighton ain't going down. Brighton ain't going down.
Do
Tom.
we want to see West Ham go down? Do we want to see West Ham go down?
No, I don't think they will.
No, I don't want to see West Ham
I
go
do.
down.
Bournemouth look dangerous.
You want West Ham to go down?
I don't want West Ham.
No, I
to go
don't
down.
like West
I
Ham.
don't
don't
want West Ham
I?
to go down.
I think it'd be hilarious watching Karen Brady and all that squirming and stuck in the championship. You're
I've got a
fired,
few good mates in
Yeah.
West Ham, so I don't want
Done.
West Ham to go down.
mate.
Bournemouth.
I've got no problem with West Ham as a club and the people we know at West Ham. It's not personal. It's just I don't like their
They
owners.
look like our owners.
I think West Ham fans might. Actually
Who's got
think that
who's
they
got better
might get
owners,
rid of
West
them.
Ham or us?
Neither. Do you know what I mean?
That's an interesting
But you know what? They
They're
might
both
not be
really
very
good
good
at
owners,
everyone.
but they care.
At least they're there at games.
They care.
And they're fans of the club, aren't they?
Right, we're just waiting on the team now. The
But
team should be with us any minute.
The big problem
Listen, the
with
only thing that
owners
they did with that new stadium, yeah, they wouldn't even be here if they never got given it. It's only because they got given that stadium that they're still around. And they're just leeching. That's all they're doing. West Ham ain't the club no more. West Ham are not West Ham that I remember. They ain't Upton Park. It's just a soulless bowl. If you're in that top tier at West Ham Stadium, you need binoculars. Do you know what I mean? The only thing memorable to ever happen in that stadium was done by Mo Farah.
God have mercy.
Do you know what I mean? West Ham ain't got nothing.
Alexis
No, man.
Sanchez's done well there 1 year.
Fantastic. We won 5-1, yeah.
Did we get a trophy for
I'm
that?
still waiting for the team.
Unfortunately, no.
Well done. Ty Mopai.
Why are you calling
That's your new
I'm
name.
seeing
Ty Mopai. That actually rhymes quite well, doesn't it? What are you reckon, Troops? Ty Mopai. And you know what?
I think we got the lineup. I think we got the
Yeah.
lineup.
People are watching.
I wanted
Troops
to.
just shrugged him off. By the way.
I feel a lot
Alright.
of people in the comments wanted to know why Ty's wearing full clobber in 32-degree heat, woolly hat and everything.
Match day stuff. Match day stuff.
Match day stuff. So you got.
All right, here's the team. We got the team, lads.
Here we
Here
go.
it is.
Here we go.
Right, in goal, Martinez.
Oh, I thought he was going to say lemon.
Right back, sorry Lee, Hector Bellerin
Oh.
is in there.
Oh, yes.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry to you as well, DT, because the centre back pairing you was asking for, that is not it. It's Mustafi and Rob Holding.
Okay.
Kieran Tierney is back into
So the only
team.
thing he's done with the back line.
Granit
is Tierney.
Xhaka starts the game. So Xhaka is back in. You call that one. Xhaka is back in. Danny Ceballos plays as well next to Xhaka. Saka is also in the team. And then we've got Nicolas Pepe,
Yes.
Aubameyang,
Yes.
And down the middle, who do you think we've gone for?
Eddie.
Eddie
Get
Nketiah.
that boy, man. I got that boy. You don't understand.
Eddie Nketiah instead. On the bench is Matt Macy, Socrates on the bench, Kolasinac, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Smith.
Where's Pepe?
Emil.
It's Pepe then.
Emil's playing.
Pepe's playing.
Who's that?
From the youngster, I guess.
Nelson, Ozil, and Lacazette.
Okay.
That is the team. So the big surprise in there, of course, is the fact that Granit Xhaka is back. Positives? Granit Xhaka starting?
Yeah.
Lee, you said you wanted to see him back in there.
Yeah. I think that. Listen, I think he's the best of a bad bunch. That's why I think he's got to come in now. But does that team excite me? I wasn't really looking forward to the game before. I'm certainly not looking forward to it now. Do you know what I mean? It's not an exciting lineup as far as I'm concerned. So many weaknesses. The back four was
Did you just say
absolutely horrendous
Pepe? Or
on
was Pepe
Sunday.
in there?
Pepe's in there. Let me run through it
He's
again.
literally made one change to the back
Back four,
four.
it was horrendous
Yeah.
on Sunday.
And
It was
that was
horrendous.
Tierney.
You know, obviously it's forced
So
with
where's
the
Saka-
goalkeeping
where is Saka
situation.
playing then?
I agree with it's further forward. I agree with what Lee's saying. It isn't exciting. You've got more excitement if we just decide to pack up and go down to Soho. It's just like, come on, man.
It looks like the
What are you
formation.
laughing for? You love it in
What's the
Soho.
formation there? Because
Well,
that
It looks
don't
like the
make sense.
formation is going to be almost like a 4-2-3-1. With let me just run through it again.
No way
Martin
that's
is
a
in
4-2-3-1.
goal.
No way.
Martin is in goal. Tierney, Bellerin, Holding, and Mustafi your back four. Then it looks like probably sort of sitting type in midfield. You've got Xhaka with Ceballos, with just ahead of them, probably Saka
Oh, he's
in that
playing
number 10 role,
Right, yeah,
with
yeah.
Aubameyang, Pepe, and then down the middle you've got Eddie Nketiah. That's what I think the formation's going to be.
Not too. The only thing is that Eddie. Why can't we play Aubameyang down the middle there? I don't know.
He's gone with Eddie. It's a big responsibility for Eddie. He's got to deliver tonight. He's got to deliver.
Putting more.
We've got a lot of faith in
putting
him.
pressure on him. Putting more pressure on himself now, Robbie. You know, people are already starting to get on Arteta's back. You know, and he's giving them ammunition. You know, hopefully we're wrong, but you know, if things don't go well today, the questions are going to be asked: why is Eddie playing? Why is Aubameyang on the left-hand side? You know, I'm starting to fear for Arteta that he's going to put himself under too much pressure.
All right, let's run through the Southampton team sheet quickly. It's Alex McCarthy in goal, Valerie, Jack Stevens, Bednarek, Ryan Bertrand, then Højbjerg in midfield, James Ward-Prowse, your mate Ty, Armstrong, Nathan Redmond, Obafemi is lightning quick,
Oh, Michael.
and our guys are going to be up against, and of course Danny Ings, who's been on fire. So a strong,
Højbjerg's a good player, isn't he? He's a
yeah, very strong Southampton team.
What's a
Do you know
Very-
what I'm getting at?
Was it
Right?
Bayern Munich,
Do you know
wasn't it?
what I'm starting to notice is that we're not. Do you know what our best team is? Do we know what the hell is going on? Do we know what formation? Do we know what our strength is or weaknesses? Well, no, our weakness, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of consistency to it. It's just kind of like, oh, you know what, you have a turn this week, and you have a turn this week, and see if you can do something, and then hope we find the right formula. I don't work it out.
Yeah,
I don't,
it's-
you
that's
know,
a
you
good-
look at the back four. It's not been playing well. It wasn't great against Brighton. Yet the only change is a position that actually wasn't the major problem against Brighton.
Yeah, it all come down the right-hand side.
Do you know what I mean? If you're going to make a change to the full-back, you make a change to
he's
the
dropped.
right-back position. Is Maitland-Niles even on the bench?
He's dropped
Yeah.
Guendouzi
He
as
is,
well,
but
hasn't he?
that's what I'm saying. Why?
Guendouzi's
Why?
been dropped.
Yes,
Is Guendouzi
Guendouzi's
in the
not there.
squad?
Guendouzi's not in the squad.
He's not in the squad, yeah. It's
No.
true.
I told you, Mikel Arteta's had enough of him. And it's not the first time, because if you remember when they went to Dubai, next game after they went to that tour to Dubai was Newcastle, and he weren't in the squad then, and he said it was because of disciplinary. Things like what we're hearing in the press about Guendouzi winding up Mopai, saying he earns more wages and this, that, and the other.
Brilliant.
You might find that funny, but Mikel
I do
Arteta
find it
obviously
funny.
doesn't.
Exactly.
Mikel Arteta obviously doesn't find that
He's a
funny.
professional, yeah.
Because, yeah, there's banter that you have in that, but that's...
That's a professional.
It's funny. I'll tell you what. It's funny that he can't take that, can he? Mikel Arteta. He finds that very offensive about Guendouzi. He don't mind conceding goals in the last minute from right back positions and then playing in, does he? You know what I mean? Like, let's get a grip here, like, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, because he's had a little spit or a little fit, or he's been naughty in Dubai. I see goals consistently keep getting conceded. I tell you what, I'll reward him with a contract. I'd rather have Guendouzi at this club than that fucking clown Louise any day of the week. You know what I mean?
Shows a lot of fight.
Start managing the team properly. Start managing it properly and putting people in proper positions and making sure that they're doing their jobs properly.
But we also need discipline in the team. Whether you like it or not, we need discipline in the team. That hand on the neck, to be honest, if I'm being honest, should have been a ban.
I didn't see Martin Keown getting dropped after games when he done it at Old Trafford. He was lauded for it.
No, but he was banned for it.
That's true.
He was banned for it.
No, but he was lauded for it
because you know why he's a fucking winner.
At that time, we were not depleted. Your team is depleted. Your midfielder Xhaka is injured. We are depleted everywhere. And then you're putting your hand on someone's neck for that depletion. Who plays there?
2 points at Old Trafford we dropped tonight, but I tell you what, everybody's going mad now, but it showed that we had character, it showed we had guts. And I tell you what, when I'm one
You can be aggressive and all that, but
do you know the maddest thing?
No contact.
Yeah, but
All we've done is seen the lineup.
And that is the key. I can speak to Pure.
The game's not even started yet. Do you know what I mean?
Chill. We haven't even started the game
through
yet.
the lineup.
It's just a lineup.
Jesus Christ!
I tell you what, now it's straight up getting them fed up with it. Someone misses a Zoom meeting, they're dropped. Concede a goal, you concede a goal or give away a penalty and get sent off. There's a new contract. Miss a Zoom call and you're out. Or you miss breakfast.
Lee's fuming.
I'm getting fed up with it.
Big up Stephen Featley. He says, I'm raising live awareness on my channel. Best advice to grow my channel, guys. Compare Manchester United's lineup to ours. Only Leno and Aubameyang will get into Man United's team. We'll win. And he says he's got an infusion today. He was more he said he had an infusion, blood infusion today, which is more exciting than the game. Big up Stephen.
Having said that, they've played Sheffield United right at the right time, United, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they have.
And I think we've got a good chance on Sunday too.
Wayne,
they're going to turn into a prime 70s Brazil on Sunday. We already know it.
Wayne
they're already feeling it. They're feeling it now. Sheffield United. They ain't got no squad, have they?
Wayne says, why are Arsenal fans so adamant about Aubameyang playing down the middle? We score more goals with him out wide. He's better running on to the ball and not with his back to goal.
I'll tell you why. Because we're not exactly free-flowing and scoring goals through the middle as it is. Who would you rather have leading the line down the middle tonight, Eddie Nketiah or Aubameyang?
Yeah. I'd rather Aubameyang. Flynn says,
he might
Flynn
play.
says, you guys are amazing. Mr. DT cures my depression. Stay cool, guys. He says, we're trying.
Ty, kill his woolly hat on.
Anyway, so
I mean,
match day.
and Sean Turner says, Arsenal are where we were under Jose. Picking different teams every week. He must have been a Chelsea fan. Not knowing your starting 11, how is a team, maybe Man United as well, how is a team meant to gel if you keep mixing it? I suppose at the moment though, you're going to be switching up teams a lot because you've got lots of games coming in quick succession.
Yeah.
You say that, Robbie, but it's about game management. And you look at Manchester United, for example, the first game, I think the only real difference was against Spurs that Pogba never started, but you understood it because of how long he's been out, and then the COVID break as well. But then last night's game, I watched Man United and they went with their strongest lineup. And it was attacking, it was fast, it was fluid. And I hate saying that about them. But at least Ollie's going with the strengths that they've got. And he's saying, right, let's go. Let's go and attack, let's go and tear teams apart. And then it ended up being a really comfortable evening for them. You know, he's making 5 substitutions in 1 goal. In the second half, because the game's done. He's like, yeah, it's all right, right, let's just make 5 subs, whatever, go on. But us, no. Told you, go and use our strengths, go and attack teams, score loads of goals, just fucking play to our strengths, man.
All right, let me just finally run through the team once again before we get ready for the mainstream that's going to be coming up at about 5:45, 6. Kickoff, of course, is at 6 o'clock. In goal is Martinez, of course, Bern Leno is out. Rob Holding, Mustafi, Bellerin and Tierney, right back, left back, Bellerin and Tierney. So Rob Holding and Mustafi retain their place. And then you've got Saka, Granit Xhaka is back into the team. Nicolas Pepe, Dani Ceballos, Aubameyang and Eddie Nketiah is going to lead the line for Arsenal. Big game for Eddie, I feel.
Can I just ask one thing? What's not the defence, but from the midfield, from Granit Xhaka, what's different to the starting against Man City? Pepe is starting ahead of
Saka on the right.
who's mid? Because Saka's starting.
Man City.
Because against Man City, you remember Xhaka's played there. In that first 5 minutes or so, before he got an injury, and that we started off really well.
Yeah, we did.
And
I think Xhaka coming back into the team, like Lee said, is a big move.
Joe Willock started,
because that midfield looked dreadful the other night. And then looking at the bench, Macy, Socrates is on the bench, so probably not fit enough to start the game. Kolasinac, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Smith. I'm not sure which Smith it is.
He's just like 23 captain or something.
Okay,
Nelson. It's a young lad. It's not.
You would have seen Smith.
Yeah, if it's Matt.
Yeah, it should be like 23 captain.
It's not Emil Smith Rowe. He's gone back to Huddersfield.
Very highly rated.
Okay, and Reece Nelson, Mesut Ozil again on the bench, Lacazette on the bench. The big news as well, no Guendouzi, not even in the squad.
That's the difference.
Right.
Guendouzi started against Man City.
Yeah, no Guendouzi, not even in the squad.
Didn't he get that 5 yellow card or something?
No, a
eligible.
lot of people thought he'd get banned from this game. Now, there's obviously something that's gone on behind the scenes, because to me, over the 2 games, Guendouzi is one of the few players that could probably turn around and say, you probably look at it and say, well,
He's
ain't
done
been
all right.
brilliant, but he's done all right. He's not even in the squad. Yeah. And there was a lot of rumours flying around today about Arsenal possibly offloading him in the summer as well.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's some sort of discipline problem there, but all will be revealed soon. All the talk will be over. 6 o'clock is kickoff. Looking forward to it. Make sure you get here on AFTV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to watch along the game with us. And let's hope we get a big win tonight. Come on, you Gunners. Tough game. But if I'm not even talking about top 4, 6. I'm just on about finishing the season strongly now.
Can we still think that top 6?
Yeah.
I just want to look at the table without going on to page 2.
only about 5 points off top 6, aren't we?
Let's just finish the season strongly, yeah? Come on, you Gunners.